What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, we're coming back to Gacharic Spin. Yes, indeed, Gacharic Spin fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-boobity bot, do me a favor. Before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Home Gnome, and this is actually Home Gnome's prioritized request for the month of October for being a Silver Tier member on the Patreon page, so here you go, Home Gnome. Hope you enjoy the show. Home Gnome wanted to see me react to this. It is Gacharic Spin, and I'm probably going to butcher the name of the song here, so just be ready, with a tune hopefully entitled Yarukkyanai. Now, have I heard this song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing, and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, oh, wait a second, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Just a side note here, Home Gnome wanted to just let me know, this is a song that has only ever been played live. There is no studio recording of this song available. That's interesting. And we'll talk about that more at the end and during the review. But I just wanted to let y'all know I am aware of that. Thanks to Home Gnome's information. Okay, let's see. This video here was posted by Gacharic Spin. No surprise there. And the video has 32,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Gacharic Spin. I have no idea what that says. Official live video. Wah, wah, wah.
Are you kidding me?
Limit breaker. Again, I have absolute, I have no idea what that says or that. I know about the official here. Look, you know what I'm going to say, so I'm not going to say it, all right? I'm just going to say we're going to have to just wait and see what happens and hope for the best. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
it. Okay. That was interesting, seeing the two different harmonizing sets. First time it was it was Hannah and Tomozo. I think that's Hannah. I'm not 100% sure about that, but it looks like Hannah. Hannah and Tomozo, and now this time it's Oreo and Angie. That's interesting. Taking turns, they're taking shifts. Sounds good. I like the energy. I like the drive. I like the approach to having a song that is exclusively for live performances. It's a double-edged sword, though. It is. It's gonna give people a reason to come and see your live shows, because if they like that song, the only way that they're gonna be able to hear it is if they come and see the live show. So you're gonna increase your ticket sales. So it's smart, but at the same time, when you don't give the audience, you don't give the consumers something tangible, something that they can own, something that they can take home with them, it also handicaps you. So it's ebb and flow, it's give and take, it's that double-edged sword. I appreciate it, I do, and I like the approach. I like the idea of having a song that is exclusive to live play, but you're not going to be able to capitalize it other than with live play. So I don't know. It's like I said, I personally like the idea. I do like the idea, but at the same time, looking at it from a business standpoint, it has that double-edged sword approach. So anyway, let's keep going here. Lots of our favorite crowd interaction here. Yeah, I get it. I do get it. I see the value. Okay. Well, it's gonna be interesting. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Gacharic Spin with, I'm probably going to butcher this, but I'm going to do my best here, with a tune entitled Yarukkyanai. This was a request from Home Gnome, and this was actually Home Gnome's prioritized request for the month of October for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page. So there you go, Home Gnome. Hope you enjoyed the show. Oh boy. Okay, look, let's just get to the score. Let's just get to the score, and I'll explain how I got there. It's an interesting journey. I know by the time I'm explaining everything, it's all going to make sense, but I'm going to give this score. I'm going to start to explain things. And people are going to end up scratching their heads going, what? How did he come up with that score? I promise. Just hear me out start to finish, and it will all make sense. I guarantee it. All right, here we go. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that overall presentation an 8.2. Yep, 8.2. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, an 8.2. What does that mean? Well, an 8.2 would translate to a great skill rating because overall, I think this was a great presentation. It would also get 4 to 5 stars and an A- letter grade. So there you go, an 8.2, great skill rating, 4 to 5 stars, and an A- letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? Haha! So glad you asked. This was different. So it comes down to a number of factors. Let's start with the easy stuff first. Let's get the easy stuff out of the way. The song itself, the songwriting. Okay, let's be honest here, folks. The chordal progression on this song really is not that difficult to follow. It makes sense. It flows well. Kind of has that little bit of feeling of you can anticipate what's coming. You know we're gonna go from this chord to this chord, this chord to this chord, this chord to this chord. Now, some people may say predictable. Okay, I can see that argument being made, but at the same time, if you've never heard the song, not exactly. Now, once you go through it once, and actually not even once, you get to on the first time listening, you go through the verse one time, you can kind of anticipate, if you've been following Gacharic Spin for any amount of time, you can kind of see where the chorus is going to go, because I did. When we were wrapping up the verse and I could feel we were going to make that transition to the chorus, I was like, oh, I know where we're going to go. I have a feeling I know what we're going to do. And sure enough, it came to pass. But if I had not been hearing the verse, I would not have had a clue. So it's weird. It is a little strange, but it does, at the end of the day, it sounds good. It flows well. It's got a nice feel. It's got a nice groove. So I'm not holding anything against the song. I'm just not saying it's the most impressive song I've heard from Gacharic Spin. It's interesting that they've written a song that they will only play live, at least to date. They've only played the song live. They've never recorded it. I see the pluses and minuses of this. Okay, it's always good to reward the ride or die fans that are going to come to your live shows every time you play live, and have something that is just for them. I get it. It adds to the appeal of the live show, and it might even persuade some Gacharic Spin fans who are, they're big fans, but they've never been to a live show. Having something like this, word gets around, and it might persuade some of those people who are kind of teetering on the fence. Maybe I'll go, maybe I won't. Kind of, teeter-tottering. Okay, I'm gonna go, because I want to hear this song that I've never heard before, that's never going to be recorded, or at least to date has not been recorded. So I want to hear this. I want to experience it. And for those people who have heard the song and like the song, it gives them even more incentive to go back and see them perform live, because the only way they can hear the song is to go to the live show. I see the value of that. I absolutely do. It makes perfect sense. On the flip side, from a consumer standpoint, it's always good to give the crowd something tangible. It's always good to give the crowd something they can take home with them. They can enjoy in the comfort of their own home, and reward them for that. You know, there is that, and I'm going to say this, part of that double-edged sword, it can be discouraging at the same time. I really like the song. I got a chance to go and see them perform live one time, and they performed this song live. I like the song. I really like the song. How am I going to listen to it, though? How am I going to enjoy it at home? I can't. So there's that double-edged sword. It can be discouraging. So there's a possibility, I'm not saying this has happened, but I'm looking at it from both sides of the coin here. There is a possibility of discouraging fans and possibly turning fans off and end up by default losing those fans because you did not give them the ability or the opportunity to own the song. You know what I mean? You kind of have to weigh it against each other and see which one works for you more. You know, having a surge in ticket sales, having a little boost in ticket sales when you play live, or possibly alienating some fans. Some of those fans might even have been diehards. You know, it's up to what your own personal goals are for your brand, and obviously they've made their choice. So, I mean, it works for them, obviously, and I'm not going to sit here and bash them for it, but I want to show both sides of the coin. This is not a criticism. I'm not criticizing the ladies for doing this. This is what they wanted to do, and they're making it work for them. So, bless them for that. But there's also the other side of the coin. You just got to, for other bands or that want to attempt this, be aware that there are two sides to that coin. So I'm not bashing them for this. I'm not criticizing them for it. I'm just saying that this is the reality. So, as far as a live show song goes, it definitely works in a live setting, especially the way that they did it. I like the usage of the splitting up and the assigning of vocal work to certain people at certain times in certain places. It makes sense, and it shows that I've never really seen, at least not to the best of my knowledge, I've never really seen Tomozo sing like solo by herself. So that was really kind of cool to see. That's a first. And then in a live setting, having a song like this offers up a lot of opportunity for what the things I look for in a live performance, which we absolutely had here without question. Stage presence was there, absolutely. Stage energy was there without question. Stage interaction, lots of it. Crowd interaction. This song was designed for crowd interaction, especially that breakdown section. Please, and they capitalized. They absolutely did. Showmanship, definitely, without question. Production. Yeah. I mean, there was, I guess. Lighting, yeah. The towels, yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll give it production. So, yeah, you take a song, and like I said, I think it's a really good song. I've heard better from them. But you take the live show into account. Now, like I said, the song was designed for live performances, so the live show better match up, and it absolutely did. So this is how I'm coming up with that 8.2. Like I said, it's a journey. But you look at the overall presentation here. It was great. It absolutely was great, and that's why I'm giving it the great score of 8.2. I feel good about that score, and that's where we're gonna stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have an 8.2, which is a great skill rating, 4 out of 5 stars, and an A- letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.